Hi, I'm Candy Cohn, owner of Oasis Senior Advisors South Florida, offering a free service helping people find senior living communities in Southeast Florida. Thank you for joining us for this segment where I'm going to tell you about memory care communities. We've already talked about independent and assisted, and now we're going to talk about something that's available for people who have dementia. And this can be any form of dementia. There are many, many types. Of course, Alzheimer's is the one we hear about the most. When someone has dementia, they're diagnosed with maybe mild to moderate cognitive impairment or mild to moderate dementia. They can sometimes live in a regular assisted living community. But if they get to the point where they are wandering off or they need constant attention, where they wake up and have no idea what needs to happen, then they usually need to be in a memory care community. Memory care communities are sometimes a standalone building. They're secure. That you need to have a code to get in and out. You can't just walk out because wandering or someone who is an elopement risk is really the kind of person that is needing to live in memory care. Someone in a memory care community might be part of another larger community that has assisted and memory care. And you can often move from assisted living to the memory care section if it becomes too dangerous or inappropriate for that person to continue living in assisted living. Memory care communities have mostly studios, although there are some that have a one-bedroom apartment. It's a smaller apartment than you would typically find in a regular assisted living, but it's a much easier way for a person who is feeling confused to live. In memory care, the residents get a lot of attention. Someone comes to help them get dressed and bathe and bring them to breakfast. And then they stay out in the common area for activities. And these are special activities that are designed to help someone with a memory disorder, to help stimulate their brain. And the staff that work in a memory care community are trained, specially trained to work with dementia clients. And that is so important because, as anyone who has a loved one with dementia knows, it's not easy. And you can't deal with them the way you would just any other person. There's a lot to learn. And for any caregivers that are dealing with someone with dementia, I hope you'll go to a support group. They're often offered through the Alzheimer's Association or sometimes hospitals or even medical practices, because there is a lot to learn. And when you're looking for a memory care community, it's important that you work with a senior placement advisor, because there are some that are better than others, and there's all different price ranges, of course, and there's a different feel at each community. So it's important that you know, and we get to know you, and you can tell us about your loved one. We'll meet your loved one, and then try to match with the place that would really be the safest and the most comfortable and the best fit for all of you. And in memory care, you have a studio with a bathroom. It's usually a private studio with a private bathroom. There are often options to have a shared studio, and that's going to be more cost effective. And then there are also residential care homes, which I just want to mention. They're not always appropriate for someone with dementia, because if someone is wandering, a residential care home is not necessarily secure, although it's pretty tight because there's only 6 residents usually living there with 2 staff members. So someone with, say, mild to moderate dementia can often live in a residential care home as well. My own mother is in a residential care home, and it's been a wonderful experience for all of us. My mom is not wandering off, but she does need constant attention, and she gets that. And that's been such a relief all along, and especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. So as far as the memory care community, The prices range from, say, about $3,500, which would probably be a shared room, to perhaps around $7,000, and care is often on top of that. The director of nursing will do an assessment to determine what level of care the resident is. And then when you move to assisted living of any kind, you need to have your doctor fill out an 1823 form. So that is also information that's used on determining the level of care. Now, some communities, some memory care communities include the level of care, and that makes it a lot simpler. So there's so many options and things to take into consideration when looking into memory care. If you work with a senior placement advisor, we will take you to places that perhaps have both options, assisted living and memory care, because maybe your loved one isn't quite ready for memory care, but down the road will be, and we want to make sure that that is available. You don't want to have to move too many times, move your loved one too many times. Memory care often, in the memory care studios, they often provide furniture. So you don't always bring your own furniture with memory care, whereas with assisted living, you do. And in memory care, you still get your 3 meals, they do your laundry, they do your housekeeping. So it's all of the things you would have in assisted living, but much more attention, and oftentimes the care will be included. That might even include incontinence care, although sometimes that is an extra charge as well. The memory care communities are rental communities for the most part. If you're moving into a CCRC buy-in community, which we discussed in a previous video, they often have memory care on site. And sometimes they will do some rentals for memory care if they have that available. So there's many options out there, and we would love to be available to you to make it easier for you. Our services are free. We serve Broward and Palm Beach County. We work with almost all the senior living communities in the area. So please feel free to call us, and I'm glad you've joined us for this video. If you'd like to join some of the other videos that you may have missed, they're on our website and they're on our Facebook page. My name is Candy Cohn. My number is 954-540-2595. I have 2 wonderful associates, Jerry McDonald and Becky Dieter. You can see their contact information on the screen here. Jerry is in the Fort Lauderdale area and Becky is in Boynton Beach. I'm in Boca Raton. Please feel free to contact any of us so that we can help you. This is a really difficult decision, and we understand that. And if you need other resources, we're here to give you those as well. So please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.